Hello there, Sagittarius, Sagittarius rising, and of course all of you Sagittarius moon people out there. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting January 20th, 2020. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or of course you may also just simply follow the links below. So what is going on when it comes to your astrology over the course of this coming week? Well, on Wednesday, we've got the Sun in your third house of communications, pacts, promises, and commitments, as well as a bit of travel, Aquarius, forming a square to Uranus in your sixth house of work, your reputation, and your schedule. And it does look like some positive news coming about the completion, or perhaps even the expediting of the completion or commencement with some kind of big project, some kind of special trip. That was Rambo bumping up against the camera there, or possibly even a major shift going on where a big, I guess you could say a big breakthrough is about to happen regarding a group or some kind of personal project that you have is starting to come up with a bit of a clash with maybe an existing schedule or maybe an existing obligation that you have to another person. Let's not forget that the sixth house also rules our service to others. Now, this is something that can absolutely be adjusted. This can be something that can be shifted up for the better. But with the Uranus in the sixth house, do not be surprised if there may be some resistance in the beginning. Not everyone is open to the idea of talking about what needs to change or what is open to shift or what needs to come or go or stay, because sometimes people take for granted their schedules, they take for granted their routines, and if we have a breakthrough where something can get done faster, we can wrap things up more easily for you, or speed up developments in a space where it's been a bit sluggish, this is a great week. But again, let's not forget that if some people have been on autopilot for far too long, are going to be waking up, and they're not going to be not cranky. So see what you can do to make things work for yourself, but don't be surprised if not everyone on the crew, on the team, or in the group is going to be immediately available to shift as fast as you. On Thursday, we've actually got Venus, planet of love, harmony, and affection, in your fourth house of home and family, Pisces, in a gorgeous sextile to Jupiter in your second house of earned income and employment. And it does look like there may be a gift or some kind of exchange with either a family member or a neighbor, or possibly even something through a coworker that is answering the needs of either a financial or maybe even a home or family priority or need, something big happening here. With Venus involved in a lot of cases, this is something where somebody is intervening on your behalf or offering their services to you out of loyalty, out of love. And it is actually giving you a chance to really start to gift yourself with new opportunities, with Jupiter expanding how you make your money, how you acquire valuables, how you actually take care of yourself in a material sense. Whatever this gift is, whatever this dispensation is ultimately going to be in your favor. What I like about Venus in the fourth house as well is that this seems to be something being distributed family-wide. And with Jupiter in your second house, this could actually either be profitable right in the beginning or start to generate profit in the short term. So what's going on here when it comes to your cards? Well, first, remember, people who are wondering about the new moon this week, I covered that in the monthly horoscopes on Patreon, and you can find out more about Patreon by following the links below. And if you have a specific video that you're looking for that you can't seem to find, you can follow the links below to the video where I give instructions on how to find those videos, or you can click on my avatar, go to my main channel page, and you will actually be able to just scroll down and see the playlists to explore yourself. So, moving on, what's going on when it comes to your cards? Well, for your spiritual themes this week, we actually have the Hierophant in reverse. And with the Hierophant in reverse, or Hierophant in reverse, I pronounce it differently every time I look at it, I'm not sure why. We actually have the dissolvement of, I guess what you would call just sort of the norm. We have the dissolvement of norms, dissolvement of policies, dissolvement of procedures, dissolvement of of protocol as well as orders of operations going on this week. And that makes sense, especially when you look at the Sun square Uranus. Things are ready to happen faster than not everyone is ready to shift with. Maybe there's a breakthrough, some kind of discovery moment. But with the Hierophant card in reverse, it's all about getting away from old structures or holding up old structures for old structures' sake. If you have been feeling like maybe a lot of your decisions when it comes to how you handle yourself, your social life, your love life, how you parent, maybe even how you orient yourself when it comes to your finances and your professional life, for as long as that's applicable to your journey, has been sort of conditioned or controlled by, again, what might be considered standard or peer pressure, or let's just say socially or culturally or corporately sanctioned decrees and commands. This is a week where you're going to start to notice a lot of those frameworks kind of breaking down and giving you a chance and some wiggle room to escape and do things your own way, in a way that is actually still in your highest interest. In fact, the influx, we have the World card upright. So there is a very nice shift in terms of all qualities of your life. Remember, the influx is covering everything here. We actually have everything getting promoted, everything going through a big level up, which means, of course, we're doing a bit of molting, right? If everything is leveling up, then we have to break out of our old shell in order to expand. The old density, the old levels of energy, no longer applicable, no longer reasonable to hold on to just because. In fact, this week with the outflux of the Tower, we're also going to be seeing a lot of things being taken away, taken off the table that no longer work. But what I'm getting with the World and the Tower is that you may feel shocked, but you're not actually grieving. You're not sorry to see these things go. You may almost feel guilt for the sense of relief, whatever this is. Now, sometimes things can go out of our life that we think we're stuck with, that we don't want to have, and we are sort of relieved to see the burden get lifted, even if that might not necessarily mean a lot of ease or comfort in the transition for whomever else is involved. The World card upright is indicating this is happening in the highest interest of all concerned and making everyone more responsible for their own future, their own timeline, and their own journey. And with the Tower card going away, what I'm actually seeing is something that you have been holding up or participating in holding up for far too long. Even though you know it's not necessarily been good for you, it may have actually already been a drudge, is disappearing. But you may actually, even if you're not grieving it, you may actually feel the loss. Because we can feel the loss of painful and dysfunctional things as well. When it comes to your mundane concerns in the bottom row, we actually have, for your material wealth, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. And again, something is coming to us, but maybe it's actually not just coming for the first time. It could be coming back to us. Something being put back on the table. With the Seven of Swords reversed, I am definitely seeing that classical boomerang kind of definition. This is a circumstance where maybe, again, a job opportunity, a transfer, or maybe even money, a promotion, something that passed us by, that was maybe kept from us, stolen from us, or denied to us in some fashion, is now boomeranging back. It wasn't running away forever. In fact, with the Seven of Swords reversed, there could be the revealing, or again, maybe the resituating, the redirecting of this opportunity or these funds to you going on as it should have always been. What I like about the Seven of Swords reversed is that this is actually something going better than you could have possibly expected. You may have a negative opinion or maybe some negative feelings about the incident in question, but don't let the processing of the incident in question prevent you from resonating with the positive outcome. When it comes to the external, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and maybe the other people in your life, we do have the Queen of Cups in reverse. And there does seem to be some issues going on here where when it comes to friends and relatives, somebody who has been a bit of a leech, a bit of a mooch, or maybe somebody who has just simply been trying to dissuade you or hold you down, hold you back. We definitely get that kind of fake friend energy with the Queen of Cups reversed, is going to either be revealed or maybe just reveal themselves by acting out. In a lot of cases with the Queen of Cups reversed, we see somebody who is behaving as a bit of a career victim. This is not somebody who wants to see people around them succeed because it only draws attention to their lack of interest, motivation, capability, or ability to do for themselves. And I feel like with the Queen of Cups reversed, this may actually be a situation that you have to confront head on. Now, you may not necessarily go into this week feeling like you have any kind of connections that are that way, but don't be surprised when the Queen of Cups reversed reveals themselves. In a lot of cases, this may also be somebody who is trying to maybe control or make a decision for you based on acting triggered, based on acting freaked out, acting afraid, acting intimidated, trying to dissuade you by showing you how they're going to act if you do something for yourself. When it comes to your relationships, when it comes to love and romance, well, we've got the Nine of Wands upright. And it looks like your partner, let's talk about you coupled, Sagittarius people first. Your partner is drawing a line, and a line you need to support. I'm feeling that there's something going on where a partner is making a tough call when it comes to maybe either a friendship or family situation that you're both involved in, or possibly, again, an issue with resources that is basically blocking out and pushing away some kind of, again, dysfunctional, toxic, or unhealthy situation that should not go on in perpetuity. And I definitely think a lot of you Sagittarius people will be happy to see a partner, stepping it up that way, but you've got to make sure you are not leaving any back doors open for other people. In fact, with the Nine of Wands upright, for those of you who are, currently coupled, this can indicate a time where you and a partner are deciding to, again, put your household first, put your relationship first. And your partner may be making the call in a very aggressive way, but they will need your backup. When it comes to those of you who are currently single, just be prepared. You are going to meet somebody whose walls are definitely up. I don't feel like this is the week to necessarily push towards anything super serious or even super intentional or long-term. Doesn't mean it's impossible with this person, but I am seeing with the Nine of Wands, they are still in a place where they should be really working on themselves, and maybe not necessarily working on themselves through working on a relationship. I think that they will be pretty compelling. I think that they would make an okay friend, but again, mind yourself, this is not the week to get things started. So that's your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session, just go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.